Hello Internet, we're back again with yet another battle report. We're still doing Highlander. We're going to give it a try with Chaos, count as Chaos in this case, versus Guard.
Imperial Guard.
Yeah.
Not Astro-Militarian.
Got Lieutenant here, aka Carl, aka Tall Asian Man. So yeah, we're going to kick it off, 1500 points. There can be only one. We'll be back with the discussion of the terrain in our armies. Okay, so like decent people, we discussed terrain before the game. Which is even more important now that there's really no terrain rules, and yeah. So, starting over here, we've got a ruin. Now we play these kind of 6th ed, 7th ed style because there's actually rules for them. But the simplest way with how we play terrain in general is path matters. So the size of your physical model matters. Only things that can fit through these doors can actually go through them. You can't melt through the walls. You actually have to go around. Low cover, generally 5+. We play it called destructible, so you ram into it with something, you take your dangerous, and you pull it off. Simple as that. Got some forests back here. Pretty simple. If you're inside that bubble, you magically get a 5+ cover save. But again, path matters. So a tank can't just drive through these trees because we have a way of removing them. Moving down, ruin as well. Same shit. Can only fit where you can go. If you're bigger than 28 mil, you're probably not going through that door. Statues aren't actually statues because that rule's stupid. Stone, again, low cover, destructible. You want to ram this with a tank? You go, girl. Take your dangerous. Watchtower, of course, ruin, more area terrain. This wall will be a great example of impassable because really not much is going over that unless that's a jump pack or is a skimmer. So you're going to have to go around, you can't scale it. But the wreck is destructible, so you do a glance or pen to that wreck, you remove it, and then you've got a gap in that wall. Yeah, so that's basically our terrain, a mixture of 4+, 5+, not too complicated.
So this is 1500 points of Astro-Militarian. The Warlord trait we chose, since we're choosing for this format, is Master of Ambush. So my Warlord and 3 units get Infiltrate. So the Warlord is Pask here with a squadron, so you got Punisher with all heavy bolters and heavy stubber, and then Leaving Russ Exterminator with hull las cannon, just to match the range of that. Since he's got split fire, it's okay to have different ranges, I guess. We have a Manticore. This is a Basilisk. A Bane Wolf with hull heavy flamer. Chimera for one of the vet squads, triple plasma shotguns. 3 Sentinels multi-lasers. This is a Wyvern, since Griffins don't exist in base codex anymore. Just temporarily until I paint my current Wyvern. 3 Rattling Snipers because I had 30 points and wanted to handicap myself. There's a platoon, so the platoon commands here with a mortar. 2 infantry squads that are blobbed, both plasma, both las cannons. Another veteran squad with the las cannon, 3 plasma guns who are on foot. And that is 1500 points.
Okay, so here's my 1500 points of count as Chaos. My Warlord trait is also Master of Ambush because we're choosing traits. And it's a very good trait, which helps my army that does not have much mobility. So, we're forced by this format to actually make our HQ choices Warlords. I know, it's odd. It probably should be, the worst guy in my army's character, So this is my Warlord right here. He's in Terminator armor. He's got the Burning Brand of Scalathrax and Power Fist and Blight Grenades. These guys here, these conversions, are going to be Chaos spawn of the Nurgle variety. Moving on down here, we've got 3 Obliterators, obviously Nurgle. 3 Terminators. The champion's got the Power Sword, Twilling Bolt Guns, Power Fists, also Mark of Nurgle. A single Mutilator, Mark of Nurgle. You can laugh, but he's actually been my MVP quite a while. 5-man squad of Plague Marines with the Rhino. These guys got 2 plasma. And the champion's got Melt a Bomb. Another 5-man Nurgle, 2 Melta, champion with Melt a Bomb. 10 cultists, auto guns, shotgun on the leader because I had points. And last and likely least is the Raptors. Mark of Nurgle, the champion's got Melt a Bombs and Power Axe, and then 2 melted guns. So yeah, there's 1500 points, count as Nurgle Plague Marine stuff.
Demon Prince.
Oh yeah, sorry, Demon Prince as well. This is a Demon Prince. with black mace and wings and armor because I'm original.
So the Imperial Guard Army won the roll-off to pick deployment zones and also to choose to deploy first, so I chose to deploy first. So starting in this deployment zone, the original deployment was a Bane Wolf, a Basilisk, a Wyvern, a platoon command squad over in the forest, and the Manticore. And then because of Master of Ambush, I was able to infiltrate a whole bunch of stuff. So I infiltrated the throwaway sniper squad just to kind of block the entire center for other infiltrators, since I knew my opponent also had Master of Ambush. Fortunately, because of how he deployed some of his infiltrators, Pask and them had to come back here instead of deploying more forward, but hopefully I get first turn unless something's seized. Blob platoon deployed on the hill, pseudo hill. Vet squad there, and the other vet squad up in this building here. And I believe that's all my units. So now we will go to Chaos deployments.
Chaos deployment. So over here I've got Plague Marines and the Rhino, and surrounded by them is Spawn. Moving down, we got another 5 Plague Marines here, Demon Prince, 5 Raptors, and then for my hiding underneath this Imperial building right down there is 10 cultists. Had to do my infiltration, pretty funny. I infiltrated pretty much everything over here. So, hard to see, but we've got a Mutilator deep down in the bowels of this building here. 3 Obliterators, and then the Warlord and his 3 Terminators. And got a ugly face. That's it for Chaos deployment. We have yet to see if we'll steal the initiative, which I'll do live. Oh my god! No. See you at the end of Imperial Guard turn 1.
So it's the end of Imperial Guard turn 1. Caught myself there. So for movement, not very much happened. Right here, the Basilisk moved over so the Leman Russes could move up a bit. And this Chimera moved up so that it could shoot some good stuff. And that concludes Imperial Guard movement. Oh, and sorry, right over here, the Rattlings did move up to block the door. As usual for an Imperial Guard army, that's not much movement. Shooting was a little more eventful, I guess. Most of my las cannons fired at the Demon Prince, who jinked, but I didn't hit him at all anyway. The Basilisk fired down the road at the Spawn and the Rhino, and rolled a 1 to wound the Spawn, and then he hit and didn't hurt the Rhino either. These guys who moved up fired, the guys inside 2 plasma guns as well as the weapons on the tank fired at the Obliterators, but didn't hurt them. The Wyvern, I don't know how, fired 1 shot or 4 shots, whatever it does normally, at the Obliterators, scattered onto the Terminators, inflicted 12 wounds, and 2 of the Terminators dropped because all the lookout stars were passed, because it actually hit the Lord. And the Manticore over there fired down at the Spawn and the Rhino and wounded 1 Spawn and shook the Rhino. So that was questionably effective Imperial Guard turn 1, so we'll see you at the end of Chaos turn 1.
So it is the end of Chaos, aka Death Watch turn 1. Where should we start? Let's go this way. So my guys that are down inside here remain down inside here, hiding to hopefully run out there and grab an objective. The Spawn here that were wounded in its turn have moved up 12. Demon Prince down here had jumped from where it was over there onto that. Raptors jumped up there, a couple are on the ground. Down inside there, the Plague Marines pushed in towards the door. Moving back over towards here, difficult terrain test for him, hopping over the low cover, roll a 5, so he's out there. 3 Oblits moved up 6, opened fire on this Chimera with 3 multi-meltas, didn't do anything. The Terminators moved up, and the Lord with his burning brand flamed 2 guardsmen in here, which is, I think, literally all I did all turn. And last but not least, this Rhino back here booted up 18 there, flatting out. So yeah, mostly just positioning this turn, getting in range for the killing blow. We shall see you at the end of Imperial Guard turn 2.
It is the end of Imperial Guard turn 2. For reserves, my Sentinels did not come in outflanking. So for movement phase, Basilisk backed up about half an inch. These guys turned. The Wyvern moved over a little. That Chimera backed up a couple inches. And the Bane Wolf moved up from behind the building. Another exciting movement phase. For shooting phase, what happened? Guys in here shot at the Raptors and killed one of them, I believe. The melting gun, yes, with a plasma gun. Human Russes shot down the road, rolled absolutely horribly, and only inflicted, I think, 3 wounds on that unit with over almost 40 shots fired. Basilisk fired through the window into the Raptors, killed one on the upper floor. The las cannons here fired at the big guy, Demon Prince. Didn't do anything. The Wyvern, where did he go? Did he shoot them? Yeah. Oh yeah, he shot at the Plague Marines here. Scored a bunch of wounds but didn't do anything. Didn't kill anyone. He killed 2 Terminators last turn, so that's good. Guys inside of there, the plasma guns inside fired and killed, took 2 wounds, killed one of the obliterators. The weapons on the vehicle did nothing. And the Manticore fired, did a Hail Mary shot because he can technically instant kill the Demon Prince, but I'd have to be exceedingly lucky. Missed completely. So that was the, yet again, uneventful Imperial Guard turn 2, so we'll see you at Chaos turn 2.
So it is the end of Chaos, aka Death Watch, turn 2. Starting over here, Demon Prince moved and charged Pask, causing a whole hull point of damage. But yeah, so that was in no way a disappointment. Further on to our story of success and positivity, the Spawn attempted to charge the Basilisk and failed by a whole inch. So I'm just going to blame that on Jarvis Johnson. Moving down, we have this Rhino who dropped its homies off. They got out, then he boosted up. So he broke through a barricade here. That's why we pulled it, because he passed as dangerous. These guys didn't really do anything. They tried to run and went an inch. That wasn't good. Mutilator over here attempted to charge the Chimera, also failing its charge. These guys charged the guard unit that was there and wiped them. And I realize now I didn't consolidate, so fuck it, we're doing it live. 4 inches. Where's my measuring tape? I'm just gonna do that. Cool? Cool, Chief? Alright. Yeah, so moving down this way, the dudes that got out ran over here. My guys are still hiding in this building, waiting for the right time to run out and grab that objective. And these Plague Marines are likely going to do the same.
Rattlings?
Oh yes, Rattlings were charged by these Raptors who are now over there because they consolidated through the door. So yeah, they killed 3 Rattlings and then ran through the door to hide like the strong, heroic gentlemen that they are. So that's the end of my turn 2. We'll see at the end of Guard turn 3.
Is the end of a quite eventful Imperial Guard turn 3. Some odd stuff happened this turn. So starting right here, Bane Wolf moved right up to the wall so we could flame through the wall. Wounding on 2s is not all it's cut out to be, so I only killed 1 Raptor, and then I killed another Raptor with the Heavy Flamer and a Plague Marine, which seems odd. Anyway, the Lehman Russes backed up from the Demon Prince, fired everything they had. He was snap shooting though. They inflicted a single wound. Up in here, the veterans shot down into the road, and with the plasma and the las cannon, 1 plasma gunner died, overheat, killed the 2 Spawn. Coming further over, the Imperial Guard platoon fired at the Demon Prince, and a las gun managed to inflict a wound through sheer happenstance with a 2+ Jinx save. The Basilisk, you might notice there's some invisible units here, fired through the ruin at the guys in there, and they made all their cover saves. Chimera just turned on the spot. They fired, the guys inside and the tank fired at the obliterators but didn't hurt them. And the Manticore. Okay, so the Manticore decided to fire a danger close shot at the Demon Prince. Strength 10, it'll instant kill him. First shot was fire 2 missiles on D3 roll. First shot was a direct hit. Wounded him, failed the 2+ Jinx save, instant death, Demon Prince dead. The second shot scattered and hit landed directly on top of the Basilisk, which blew it up, because it's open top, so a 6 can do that. The 6-inch explosion took out about a third of the platoon, which then failed their leadership test and fell back off the board. So, I think that Manticore just killed an equal number of points from both sides with all those actions. So, kind of even at this point, I guess. I don't know. Sentinel still didn't come on. So, we'll see you at hopefully not as eventful of a Chaos turn 3.
So, it's the end of Chaos, aka Deathwatch turn 3. Where should we start? Let's go over here. So, I had a Raptor champion who, hopped over the wall there with his jetpack, threw a crack grenade, missed, charged, did 1 or whatever, so can't shoot, and caused the hull point. That was pretty sweet. Plague Marines are just kind of chilling, trying to hide out from barrage there, trying to stay in distance to go for the objective. Guys in the back over here are still just lurking in the building, hiding from that torrent of barrage fire. Moving over here, Plague Marines, I got the guy down off the thing because he was able to be seen by barrage, so I just hid them under the floor. Again, we're just hiding from the deadly barrage, hoping we can last. My Warlord and his 1 Terminator homie moved up 6 towards this objective, but weren't in range to charge anything. These guys moved 6, fired on the Manticore that was here, killing it and exploding it, and then surviving its explosion. My Mutilator charged the Chimera, didn't do anything on Overwatch, and then they... He ended up getting a couple hull points on him. Same shit. Can't shoot. He can certainly move. And my Rhino moved 12 from there and snap fired into the burning GW building there. So yeah, okay turn. Not great. Definitely missing my Demon Prince, but that was hilarious to see. So we'll see you at the end of Imperial Guard turn 4.
So it's the end of Imperial Guard turn 4. So to start with, my reserves came in. Outflanked on that side. They came in right there, shot, killed 3 of the cultists? Yeah, cultists. Who then failed the morale, fell back, and then are half an inch from falling back off the board. Not quite there yet. Over here, the vets got down out of the building to shoot the 1 Raptor. The tank that was shaken fell back, and the Pask squad moved up. Ended up not shooting him with the squad because Pask just unloaded the Punisher cannon into a single Raptor. You can do the math. So he's dead. Not before giving the split fire issue so that this guy could shoot at the Rhino and do nothing because he made all his cover saves. Over here, the Chimera that was shaken just backpedaled completely. The Wyvern fired onto the Obliterators over there and inflicted one wound, but he made his armor safe. So we're both running out of models on the table so far, I think. I don't know, I've got more than him, minor guards, so they died with stiff breeze. So we will see you at the end of Chaos Space Marines turn 4.
So it is the end of Chaos, aka Deathwatch, turn 4. Starting over here. The cultists that were conga lined here failed to rally and ran off the table. Fuck you, Sentinels. This Rhino boosted up 18 to try and go claim that objective. These fine young Plague Marines pushed up to the exit there and tried to fire at the Bane Wolf, rolling double 1s to hit. Concentration camp. My Warlord moved up 6, fired Burning Brand, and... Or no, tried to fire Burning Brand, was out of range. So he ran 2 inches. Terminator's chilling. These 2 Oblits fired at the Chimera, 1 hit, 1 miss, and then we blew it up, or no, wrecked it.
Just
so
wrecked.
then they piled out, didn't get pinned. And then my Mutilator, who is always reliable and an all-around good person, killed Pask for me and exploded, killing, I believe, 3 guardsmen.
2.
All our explosions this game have been 6 inches, which is pretty awesome. So keep rolling those 6s. So yeah, I guess we'll see you at the end of Imperial Guard turn 5.
So it's the end of Imperial Guard turn 5, and not much good things happened. Starting over there on the far side, Sentinels moved up, fired at the Rhino, caused 1 glance, but he passed the cover save. Over here, the Bane Wolf moved up, fired the Heavy Flamer and the Chem Cannon, only killed 1 Plague Marine. Out here, the Veterans moved up, fired 2 Plasma Guns at the Lord, took off 1 wound. The Leman Russ moved up turn so he could shoot out of the Mutilator or the Terminator over on the objective. He ended up shooting the Terminator and killing him because the Mutilator was killed by the veterans back here who got out of that blown up Chimera. And the Wyvern fired at the Lord, hit him once but couldn't wound him. So that is my turn. We'll see you at the end of Chaos Space Marine turn 5.
So, it is the end of Chaos, aka Deathwatch turn 5, and the end of the game. Starting down over yonder, drove with Marino to go get that objective that was further away from the scary dudes. In there, my 2 remaining Plague Marines shot and then charged the Bane Wolf, wrecking it. Over here, my Lord, who was being a bit of a prima donna, decided not to use his Burning Brand because he wanted to charge that unit and kill them in combat, but he failed his charge, so they still hold that objective. So he's being a bit careless.
And lost the wound to Overwatch.
Thank you, Carl. Over here, my Oblitz fired on the Leman Russ, did nothing, then tried to charge, rolling 1 inch too short. Over here, my Plague Marines came out from underneath the floor and moved on to the objective, holding that. And that's pretty much it. So, the final score was 8-4 for Chaos. I've got Linebreaker, I've got Warlord for killing Pask. And yeah, I've got 2 objectives. Carl's holding 1 objective here, and he had First Blood for killing the Spawn. So yeah, 8-4. We'll be back with our MVPs and epic fails and our post-game show. Hey, so post-game, yeah. So we're doing Highlander, as we said.
Pseudo Highlander.
Pseudo Highlander. Main difference with us is you can take 2 troops without taking 1 of every troop in your codex.
And a couple other Highlander formats I saw were also giving objective secured to elites.
Yeah,
Which
not really
odd.
cool. Our format's similar to the same thing we ran for Game Summit this year. And basically you can choose a Warlord trait, which makes it cool. So yeah, our MVPs for this game, mine is going to be my Mutilator, Carl.
My Manticore, because it killed your War Boss? Warlord? Demon Prince.
Demon Prince, same shit. What's your epic fail?
My Manticore, for in the same shot also wiping out my Basilisk and 20 Guardsmen.
I go with my Spawn. Didn't really do anything. Gave away First Blood.
They soaked up some fire, I guess.
Nah. Fuck 'em.
But then again, I didn't have any other good targets down that alleyway, so I would have been shooting at them regardless.
If you come back to your list again, what are you gonna change?
Most things.
Everything. No.
I need a company command squad for the good orders, because platoon command orders are all next to useless.
Yeah.
I need Ignor's cover. What else is there? I wanted to add stormtroopers. I'm actually not sold on Pask.
He's okay.
He's okay, but I don't know, it's still a lot of points tied up because there's the 2 tanks, and I think that's like almost 400 points.
I
Like
think
quarter of my army.
he's decent, but moving an FOC doesn't help that much unless you're filling up your heavy supports to begin with.
Which I did, technically, but I didn't.
I guess.
There's nothing else I would really take.
Yeah.
I don't know, my one plan was to take a Torox Prime for the Sentinels. No. Don't take the Sentinels. No Sentinels. Take a Torox Prime for the Stormtroopers that I would take, and then deep strike the Stormtroopers anyway.
Yeah.
Then throw the Vets, one of the Vet squads, into the Torox Prime.
Just jump him in first turn.
Yeah.
At least it's fast. I don't know. I don't even know if I'd fuck with the Torox Prime. I would just take like the platoon, take as many Stormtroopers as you can, deep strike them down, melting guns.
Yeah, I guess. Melting at least a plasma last time.
No melted. No. No, I mean you only get 2, right? You wanna
True.
There's no point taking plasma because you're only gonna get the ability to glance or not glance out hull point out of vehicles. That's not gonna help you.
Okay, I need to build a bunch more models then.
Yeah.
Luckily I've got like 40 or 50 melted guns lying around at home. That's not exaggeration.
No. I'm happy with my list. I don't know. Having the 3 Oblits together is rough. It's a lot of points. It's like the only thing that shoots.
Oh yeah, there was I killed one so quick.
You
I
did.
didn't even realize.
You killed one so quick. Burning Brand is not the best thing ever. It's the strength 4. Plus, I barely use it. It's not. I should start deep striking.
Strength 4, you mean AP4?
No, it's AP3, it's only strength 4, so.
What? I thought it was 6'4".
No. Burning Brand's 4-3, that's why it's good.
Oh.
It's like a little mini bale flamer.
Okay, I don't have anything that has the 3+ safe, so I don't even notice.
Yeah, no, it's more MEQ killing, but. Carl, what are your thoughts on the Highlander format so far?
It screws with guard a little. Not too much.
Barely.
Yeah. No, it doesn't really affect my list, so.
How would it affect you if you're doing Tau?
I couldn't even make a legal army.
Oh, because of models right now.
Yeah, I don't have any crude or fireworks.
Fireside Enclave.
I've only built Fireside Enclave models.
No.
So I'd have 2 6-man, 3-man crisis teams for troops. So I don't even know if I could fill the points.
Yeah.
With what I have painted in for that, since we only run painted.
I'm really enjoying it. I'm winning with Chaos, so why not?
And I can't take 3 skill tides.
Oh no!
With
You
Highlander.
can't take 9 fucking what are they called?
Crisis suits?
No, I'm not talking about Tau, I'm talking about guard. The fucking
Whippers.
You can't take 9 whippers. Muffin. Yeah. That was rough.
I don't have 9.
No, you don't.
I have 1. And it's not even painted, that's why I'm using the Griffin as a counter.
What else? It was a good game. It was all about maneuvering and hiding and maneuvering. I barely shot.
Mostly hiding.
Mostly hiding.
Hiding for you.
Barrage is a bitch, so I have to stand under some floors.
I need more barrage.
Yeah, it's a really good thing to play with the older Ruin rules.
No, we should just start playing with 7th edition rules where you can't hide from barrage.
You could also just buy G.I. Joe and suck each other's dick, but, you know.
I'd enjoy one of those 2 things.
Probably.
The one that involves purchasing.
No, I don't know. We're not happy with uncontrolled 40k. I don't really think I want to see knights everywhere, but maybe we'll change that. We should just all get some transcendent Catans and just sort of slit our wrists. I don't know. But yeah, no, I think Highlander's fun. I think it's good. It's nice to see who can run Highlander and who can't run Highlander. That's always fun.
Dark Eldar.
That Dark Eldar is tough. Orcs are tough. Anything that relies a lot on transport is tough. But, you know, the codexes won't be equal no matter what you do. Not a perfect game. I guess I'll wrap it up there. Any other ending comments?
Not really. Thinking more about my cold ride home.
Yeah. If Jervis Johnson were to materialize out of nowhere, what would you say to the man?
I would not say a word to him. My knuckles would do the talking.
Oh, Jervis. Golden Parachute movie. Yeah, so thank you for watching, and we'll hopefully be having some more Highlander bat reps leading up to our event, which will hopefully be mid-December, early December. Still trying to figure that out. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and